Welcome back. Welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. This is the last day of Center, day 28. Sinead's just texted me. Sinead's coming to Ireland tonight, so I'll see her in 20 hours. I was just texting her there to say I was really excited to see her. Those of you who don't know, Sinead, who runs all the administration, who runs all the payments, who does loads of stuff, she's my sister and she lives in France. And so if you've got an email from us, then that's Sinead. So today is Sunday Yum, and we are moving on the floor. So let's come lie on the floor and just bring together many of the different concepts that we played with, that we discovered, and also just roll around on the floor and have some yum. So come land on the floor and come with me. So landing in, your knees are bent, your feet are flat on the floor, and just have a sense of the contact between you and the floor. So there's the back of your head, the back of your shoulders, the backs of your arms. Depending on where your hands are, either they're resting on your belly or they're resting on the floor. Let your arms rest a little bit deeper so there's more of your arms on the floor. And for me, there's something about bringing the backs of my hands to the floor that allows my shoulders to open. So I'm not in the habitual shoulders rolling in, I'm in an opening, shoulders rolling out. So backs of your hands, if it's comfortable, to the floor, and allow your shoulders to settle. And there's more of my shoulders now landing on the floor. I can even feel a little bit of it's like my body trying to work out how to relax into it. It's like a little bit of a shaky, wobbly feeling, which is very interesting. And then just feel your chest begin to soften as your shoulders drop. Feel your breath deepening into your belly, down into your diaphragm. Allow yourself to descend and slow down, a bit like traveling in an elevator or walking downstairs, or just feel the sense of landing into your body, however way that you imagine that. An escalator, and just feel back of your body settling, back of your head, back of your shoulders, backs of your arms, back of your hands. The rib cage is landing, the lower back is landing, the pelvis, the buttocks. Soles of your feet, are the soles of your feet similar, or are they really different? So can you feel all of your toes on the floor? Can you feel the baby toe edge of your feet? Can you feel your heels? Just sensing in, connecting in, feeling. How do you land on the floor? Nice. And then gently just begin to sway your knees from side to side. And as you sway your knees, it's like I'm being like Velcro being pulled, how my back is coming off the floor. So because I'm so heavy feeling on the floor, there is this really nice resistance, which is a very fluidic resistance in my body. So just begin to rock your knees from one side to the other side. Get a sense of this moment in your body as you rock one way and as you rock the other way. Nice. Roll like there's a clock on the back of your pelvis, rolling deeply, softly, fully, so that it's a sense of a massaging through your lower back, a deep feeling of connection between you and the floor. Roll in the other direction, rolling like there's a clock at the back of your pelvis, and that you can, by moving your knees a little bit, by pushing into the floor, by maneuvering your pelvis, you can roll around the back of your pelvis in a circle. Nice. Come back to center. From here, bring your arms wide and out into a T. So your arms are straight out from you. I have to move a little bit to the left of my mat so that my arms can be wide. And then keeping your feet flat on the floor so your feet are not going to move. Bend your right elbow and let your right hand fly in front of your face like a helicopter. And then follow your hand with your head or your eyes. And then reach your right hand as far to the left as it'll go. And then keep looking towards the left with your head. Bring your right elbow to the floor over towards the right hand side. And then let your right hand fly over towards the left hand. Touch the hand or just beyond it. And then bring your right elbow back and let it rest on the floor. Your head is looking towards the left the whole time now. Feet are staying flat. Reach with your hand, touch, and come all the way back. Nice. One more time. Reach with your right hand and just pause there. Breathe into that. So for me, there's a compression into the left shoulder. There's lengthening and reaching into the right rib cage. And then slowly just see what this is like. How would you let your fingers slide along the floor over your head until you come all the way to have your right elbow straight out from your right shoulder? Approximately. It's a bit like swan. And then slide your hand along the floor until it comes to the left hand again. So it's like you're drawing a huge halo above your head and then you bend your elbow or not. So notice, like for me, I have to go really slowly here. This is a range that's new to me. And so as I listen, I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to go really slowly and bend my elbow loads to really attend to and support the movement of my shoulder. Nice. Bring both arms wide. Pause. So that analogy of, when I walk down to the river in the morning, there's now a pathway that me and the dogs have carved out in the grass. So certain movements in our body are just so obvious and connected. And other ones we have to break the path, or that's the wrong analogy, walk in a new direction. And we go slowly because there might be holes. So keeping your feet flat on the floor, let your left hand fly above your face like a helicopter, and then over towards the right side, touching the floor over towards the right. Keep your head looking towards the right. Bring your left elbow down. And then reach. And even though I'm moving slowly, I feel like I'm moving really powerfully with my shoulder and with my elbow. I'm really checking out what is the end of my range as I reach deeply, deeply, deeply. If you don't have much space towards this side, I'm going to reach with my elbow. I'm going to bend my elbow so I'm not restricted by my hand bumping into something. And then bring your elbow behind you. So one more time. Reach as far as you can with either your elbow bent, reaching towards your hand, or your hand arm straight. And then slide your arm overhead and let it drag along the floor. Maybe you bend your elbow when it comes beside you to the left. And then slide your hand along the floor all the way over to the right hand. So how is this range in your shoulder? At the beginning of center, I fell while bringing in the chickens, and my shoulder, I've had to go really slowly with that right shoulder for the month, but it's slowly, steadily, really returning to range. But when I do this, I realize how much I had to mind the other side when I moved. Always listening, always being aware of what's actually happening in your body. Nice. Come all the way back to land on your back. Nice. So we're going to do this amazing movement during the month, and we're going to do it now. So reach your left arm long beside your ear, feet together, knees together, and roll over onto your left side and bring your right hand to the floor straight in front of you. So your right hand is like scaffolding. Reach your right leg long as you can, and feel the length that's happening in the right side of your waist. And now keep that length on and bring your foot or leg a little bit forward. Keep that length on and bring your leg a little bit back. So I'm not losing the length as I move my leg. I'm maintaining the length as I move my leg forwards. So the range is shorter or smaller than if I just swung my leg and let everything move. Okay. So really keep the length in your waist as you bring your leg forward, as you bring your leg back. Just feeling that. Nice. Keep the length, draw a circle with your leg. So I still feel the sense of the right side is lengthening, right side is really extending. And now I'm drawing a circle with the whole of my leg. And then circle in the other direction, keeping the length on the right side of your waist. Nice. And then bend your right knee, draw your right knee up towards your right elbow, and then swing your right foot behind you. Knees bent. Draw your right knee forward to your right elbow, and then swing your right foot behind you. And so as I do this, now I feel a sense of the hip joint. Also, when I lean back, the right hand is really keeping me supported. And as I draw my knee forward, my right hand is giving me scaffolding. So really feel that. The right hand firm on the floor is supporting you. Now, last one of these, draw the biggest circle that you can with the right knee in the air above you. And then circle in the other direction. There may be little twangs. There may be places that you need to go slower. Notice that. Places that you need to make the movements smaller. Nice. Both knees together. Just pause. And then reach your right arm over your ear so that it's just resting on the floor up towards the left hand. And then reach your right leg long so that it's just, you're just lying here with the right side long. There's no effort, it just is. Because your leg has to drop down to the floor and your hand has to drop down to the floor, automatically there is length. To create more length, try and lift the left rib cage off the floor and reach into your fingers, reach into your toes. And so now there is a sense of my left rib cage is completely off the floor and I'm reaching deeply into my hip, deeply into my fingers. Nice. Come all the way to land on your back. Pause. Then we're going to do the other side. I'm going to turn over on my mat so I'm not doing my yoga with my back to you. So reach your right arm long beside your ear. Bring your feet together, your knees together. Roll over onto your right side and bring your left hand to the floor in front of you. From here, stretch long into the left leg and feel that there is length in the left side of your waist. And maintain that length and slowly bring your foot forward. And then slowly bring your foot back. And the priority is keep the length, keep the length, keep the length. And as soon as I start to lose the length, I stop bringing my foot forward. So this side, I really don't have much range at all to keep the length in, but I'm really maintaining the length and keeping that integrity. Keep the length, bring your leg back. Keep the length and bring your leg forward. Really feeling how do you maintain a direction and then create movement in that connection direction. Oh, connection direction. What a great sentence. Connection direction. Connection direction. Wow, it's really cool. I like it. I like it. Nice. Now keep that length. Keep your connection direction. And roll your leg in a circle. Circle the whole of your leg. Keep the length. This side is just, it's harder for me to feel that length on this side. And then circle in the other direction. Wow. Oh, bend your knee, bring your left knee up to your left elbow, and then swing your left foot behind you. Draw your left knee up to your left elbow, and then swing your foot behind you. And again, knee up to your elbow, swing your foot behind you. One more time, knee up to your elbow, swing your foot behind. Now draw a circle with your knee. At any stage, take a break. I can feel that the side muscles of my buttock on this side really are fatiguing as I do this. And then circle in the other direction. Nice. Both knees together, both thighs together. Just pause. And then stretch your left leg long. Bring your big toe to the floor. So the big toe side of your foot is resting. Reach your left arm overhead so your hand is resting up beside your right. And then to create more length, lift your right ribs off the floor and reach into your fingers, reach into your toes. And feel like that sense of length is happening again. Nice. Come all the way onto your back. Pause. Feel the back of your head. Bring the backs of your hands to the floor. Let's notice your shoulders, your spine, your hips, your legs. Nice. Arms wide. Drop your knees down towards the right and now move into gliders. So draw your left knee up towards your right shoulder. Come back to the floor, drop your knees down to the left, and draw your right knee up towards your left shoulder. So as I travel from side to side, the top leg is gliding up in the direction of my opposite shoulder. So I feel a deep sense of connectivity through the sides of my hips, the sides of my legs as I move. Nice. Come to land on the floor. Cool. Draw your right knee up towards you, squeeze it in. Tuck your chin in. Really connect into the floor. So for me to connect into the floor, I kind of shimmy and I push my head down and I lengthen my spine and I shimmy my pelvis till I feel like, yes, I feel straight now. And now lengthen the left leg long. So I'm squeezing my right knee deeply towards me. And the left leg lengthening long, as always, lengthen out to whatever distance is good for you. Super. Bend your knee, let your leg travel so it draws up towards your elbow. And lengthen your leg long. Nice. You can do this movement with your head in the air so that you're engaging the torso in a different way, but don't do that if your neck is any way uncomfortable. So you're lengthening the left leg long, you're looking down towards your navel, and you're really allowing it to travel out and then draw back in. Travel out. Draw back in. Nice. Both feet to the floor. Pause. Draw the left knee up towards you. Squeeze it down. Pause and settle. Tuck your chin in, shimmy your spine. Feel like you're really connected to the floor through the back of your body. Connecting deeply with the left knee squeezing down. Lengthen your right leg long and feel the connection direction. Direction connection. Anyways, down into your right heel. So as you push your right heel away, now what you're going to feel is a sense of lengthening from the front of your thigh or the deep of your belly. So the gesture, the direction connection of the right leg surging down into your heel creates a certain kind of tone through that leg. Now let your leg travel. So we bend our knee and draw your knee up towards your elbow. And then you re-engage with that gesture of surging down into your heel and refine that connection through the belly into the hip. And draw your knee up towards you. Let it bang into your elbow and then recommit to that direction that you were lengthening into by surging your heel like you're pushing a stone away with your heel. And so as you move, there's these moments of deep clarity, these moments of connectivity, which are in the, like we move in gestures all day long. Like this is how we express our bodies. This is how we move and connect our bodies. This is how we've learned to move. So find the connections in the directions with the gestures. Nice. Cool. Bring both feet to the floor. Bring your arms wide. Pause. Soles of your feet together, knees apart. Pause. I want to shimmy my spine, so I walk my shoulders and my head a little bit up and away from my pelvis. And when I do that, automatically my spine is more settled down towards the floor. It's a bit like doing something and suddenly there's a wrinkle in the carpet, but you pull the carpet from the other side and suddenly the wrinkle's not there anymore. So I feel like when I bring the soles of my feet together and my knees apart, there's like a wrinkle in the carpet of my spine. And then when I walk my shoulders and my head away from my pelvis, suddenly the carpet is flat at the back of me. So notice how that is for you and your body. So breathing in through the nostrils, the head center, letting the air travel down into the chest center, and then feeling it press down and create a sense of movement into the belly center. So how has center been for you? How is this 28-day journey, this 28-day of center yoga where we've connected, where we've moved like pearl necklaces, pontoon bridges. We discovered baby swan and big swan. We really deepened into this incredible lengthening of the arms and the legs from the deep center. We found connection directions, or direction connections. And there was loads of really, very inspiring moments in center. Somebody texted me yesterday that center for her was all about the limbs and this sense of how they are expressing out from the centers. Somebody else is saying that it spirals them deeply into their centers. Tell me more. I'd love to know. So keep sinking down through your inner thighs and really feel a sense of surrender. And you'll probably also feel a sense of a bouncing movement on the inner thighs, or a sense of it's called neurogenic tremoring. So it's a really normal response, and gravity is playing a part here. So just feel this slight movement through the inner thighs. And just deepen your breath into your belly. Nice. Slowly draw your knees up towards each other. You have the option of putting a block under your bum if you wish, or just bring your two hands underneath your bum and stretch both legs up towards the ceiling. And so you can bring two fists. I think I like two fists better than just my hands flat. And just lengthening up. You can put your legs up the wall if you wish. You can put your legs on a chair, on a couch, or on the side of the bed. You can just have your legs up towards the ceiling. Wiggle your toes. Give thanks for your amazing toes. Let them wave at you a little bit. Hi. And then come to rest. So whatever way you do, come to land on the floor, come to rest, come to pause. That was so yum. Sunday yum. To end on a Sunday yum is just a really cool thing. Um, so I will see you all not tomorrow. So there's 3 days off. We're going to have a 3-day gap. And then we're back the 1st of February, St. Bridget's Day, Day of the Goddess. First day of Celtic Spring, which is amazing. And yeah, it's just I love the bringing of spring. So, 2 different things are happening on the 1st of February. One is Empower is starting, which is our amazing 25-day journey in February. So looking forward to that. I love this picture. Me and Eli, sunrise, so beautiful. And another thing that's happening on the 1st of February is Stand Strong. So Stand Strong is a grassroots campaign, and it's by Women's Aid and Allianz, and they've asked me to be there because of my technology live stream ability. They've asked me to be the yogi who guides the country through a 5-minute Stand Strong, a Warrior 2 pose. And so it's really exciting. It's really amazing. So talk to your book club, talk to your yoga class, your swimming group, the people in your office, and stand strong. Maybe take a picture, maybe donate, share, and support. So if you want to find out more, go to Women's Aid website, and there's a Stand Strong page on the Women's Aid website. So I will see you all. I'll see you all for Empower the 1st of February. And then those of you who join in, it's going to be at 11 o'clock on the 1st of February that we have Stand Strong. So thanks so much for joining me. It's really very, very cool to be here. It brings me so much joy connecting to this and being here. Right. Ciao, ciao. Be well. Slán.